Alright, so Pi poked. Pope died because Pi poked. Uh, that's what we learned inside the comet. The comet is where we get like ghost matter stuff from. And that's what I remembered us doing last time.
But we'll check the log just in case we missed something. I found 2 missing members of the Nome shuttle crew near a large ruptured stone that looked like it exploded from the inside. The Nome traced the strange energy readings to a spherical stone casing filled with some form of exotic matter. They determined the exotic matter was both lethal and under extreme pressure. If the stone were to rupture, the exotic matter within would rapidly expand, completely blanketing the solar system almost instantaneously. One of the Nome stayed behind to examine the alien matter, while the other rushed back to the surface to warn the rest of the Nome.
So there's still more to
explore here.
There's more to explore the shuttle or the vessel.
The Nome at the Southern Observatory constructed a model of Giant's Deep, revealed how an object might sink below the strong ocean current.
Verto Huddle Salopole. Okay.
Oh well.
Alright, so we're at the gravity cannon. And we need to get to the Southern Observatory.
Crossroads.
Every time we're at the crossroads, it says to come here first. So what's this one say? Interesting.
Crossroads.
And if I go the path I landed on...
The Southern Observatory!
Oh, okay.
that's why we've never...
I feel like I should go the other way. There we go. It looks like I'm gonna have to jet up.
Woo!
That was not fun. Oh, joy.
Don't mess up.
That was the wrong way. Because I know exactly where we are now. We made a wrong turn.
That's the Tower of Quantum Knowledge.
Now we're at the crossroads. We have the ship as our beacon right now. I'm just hoping we can get there before things break.
The other side of the ship.
This time I'm going to pick right.
We need to go a little bit further than it's like.
given there's already part of the planet here, it might have been destroyed. But at least we know where to find the path to make it to the Southern Observatory from the start, so to speak.
True.
There it is. So close. I think I figured out why we didn't see the path before. Because we weren't looking for those crystals. So next time I will go further up when I do that. I don't remember seeing a pedestal for this.
I thought it was down there.
I didn't see it down there. But I do remember there being a pedestal somewhere up around here.
Ami and I reviewed the records you sent, Poke, and they appear to show Nome are arriving at the warp receiver on Brettle Hollow slightly before departing from the White Hole Station.
Oh, I think we have read this one.
We have read this one. Because this was what we were noting with the time intervals.
I guess the question is, can I make it back and make a second attempt at that thing, or is what I attempted already gone? Not gonna make it. Let's see, can I get an orbit of speed?
Oh.
If we can get it next round. Ah, I'm gonna break it. There's our entrance. But hey, we learned something new. You can actually escape the black hole.
You don't have injuries and run headfirst into the ice.
Now, was that a stalactite or a stalagmite?
Huh?
Did I hit a stalactite or a stalagmite? One of them goes up, the other comes down. Remember the difference?
Oh, I remember this. Oh, hold on. I don't remember which one goes down. Night goes down, doesn't it?
Honestly, I can't remember. Was it? I think might goes down.
Gosh, that was second grade? And they tell you about it every time you go to Knott's Berry Farm.
Yep. But it's been many, many years since I've been to Knott's Berry Farm. It makes me miss Alex and Betta because we used to go every year for his company party.
So either way we take gets us there. My entire Instagram feed right now is just the Naboo celebration scene from
Yes.
the Trade Federation.
I've seen it.
Like, that's my entire feed right now. Okay, so we go here. And there's a part of the wall about here where it's broken. You gotta jump.
Now that I know what to look for. Okay, that way's the black hole. That's where we can go. I'll accept that whack. Oh. I could have just walked around. Now, this is the part I'm not 100% sure.
Looks like... Okay, here's a path. Wait. And then you jump there, and then you jump up. See what I'm saying?
That's what I'm thinking.
We're gonna find out you can frickin' find a walkway. And up we go.
Oh.
Yay! We made it!
Okay, it is solid. Hey, look at this.
Interesting. Kasava's construction yard has been using the cyclones on Giant's Deep to lift orbital probe cannon parts into orbit. But one component was pushed down past the current that usually prevents anything from sinking. Fire and I are crafting a model to determine why this happened. pushes objects beneath the waters and below the current. I wanted to make sure I read the waters right, because that just didn't seem right. My gratitude, Spire. Conway is showing me your handiwork, and I'm intrigued by this secondary type of cyclone. But was it really necessary to build a model to tell me that?
Yes, absolutely.
100%. The model will be useful as we continue monitoring giants. Reminds me of Bones. Also,
I feel this line.
I also very much wanted to make a model. This is so Bones. You've seen Bones, right?
Yes. You mean the show that I keep referencing as a example of how to actually do a proper woke show? Yes, I've seen it.
Sorry, we just finished binging that.
We just fighting an alien.
Good one too. Conway, Daz, and I were lifting orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank down beneath the current. Conway, you should have seen it. We thought it was impossible for any cannon components to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. Kasava convinced me not to try to recreate the phenomena myself using other cannon parts, but we're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current?
I feel like we've read this one, but I think it was like one of these spatial jolts. Oh, that's right. Yeah, spatial jolt. Got it. Out.
This was in one of the ones that was on Giants Deep.
Yeah.
But it didn't have Giants Deep on it. It had this planet on it. My gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire constructed a model of Giants Deep here at Brittle Hollow's Southern Observatory, and it reveals how an object might sink below the current. Conway, I am unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. There are two trailheads, one at Brittle Hollow's gravity cannon and one at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge.
And I now understand something. These things, the other one, this was on the tablet, and this was the floating piece.
And it's the correspondence where it's from and to whom.
And if you match any of them up, it will, doesn't matter which one's the broken tile and which one's the free tile, it will always.
And this is how we got it last time, was you saw the piece right here on this side and you picked it up. And we're able to watch it on the other side.
I picked up one of those pieces and put it there. It was the Giants Deep was on there, and I had the Brittle Hollow tile.
Yes.
It's a pity that we can't. It doesn't stay open on the next cycle.
Yeah. I'm interested. Can we go into those currents?
Let's check up here first.
Okay. Yes. Okay, this is the twins. What is this?
It's showing the orbit of the twins. And this will show
Brittle
Timber.
Hollow. Timber?
Yep, and now the question is, are you both? Yep.
It's active. Giant's Deep. In the eye of the universe. Oh, wow.
That is interesting.
Unable to determine orbit, no signal detected matching any known criteria for the eye of the universe. We got a couple of scrolls we gotta read too.
Yep.
How should our methods change as we continue our search for the eye of the universe? We know what the eye looks like thanks to the quantum moon. So what if we try to find the eye visually instead? Let's send out a probe. Mallow's idea is clever, but we have no idea where the eye is in relation to here. The probability of launching a probe in the correct direction would be absurdly small. I believe I have a solution for that problem. Have you spoken with Rami M. Pai about the technology they're developing? We need to build a probe launching mechanism to cover these long distances quickly. A cannon in orbit around a celestial body would circumvent the need to escape gravity's pull. Giant's Deep would be a good choice. It's furthest from the sun, so it would provide the best angles for launch, and it's moonless, except when the quantum moon is visited. Yes, let's build the cannon in orbit around Giant's Deep. As we couldn't find the eye's signal using two different devices built for this exact purpose, we should discontinue this search method. Now I have a question.
Okay.
When we're on the when the moon is in orbit of the eye of the universe, what if we launched the probe into that suction thing?
The what thing?
You remember when we visited the quantum moon at the eye of the universe and there was like this hole above the Nome?
Okay, yes. Alright.
Cool. Sorry, I didn't know the sciencey words for it. What have we learned thus far in our research for the eye of the universe? Those of us on the vessel originally followed the eye signal to the star system, but we were unable to warp to the eye itself. The locator we built on the Atoll Rock and the new, more sensitive locator we built here were both unable to detect any trace of the eye's signal. Hypothesis: the eye has stopped emitting its signal. Valid. Suppose the eye doesn't wish to be found. Also valid. Cassava, how can you suggest that? The eye signal called out to summon us to the star system. I'm aware. I grew up hearing the eye story. Yet, we're no closer to finding it than you were when you first arrived here. Based on our knowledge of the quantum moon, we believe the eye is in orbit around the star system. This would mean the eye is located within a finite, albeit enormous, range. Still trying to figure out what this metal weird thing is like this for.
The metal weird thing.
The middle. Is it what's holding that
That's
together?
this is a projector. We've seen it in other locations.
Okay. What is the cyclones? Can we step in the cyclones? Curious, which one?
We need to find a counterclockwise on giant.
Counterclockwise.
Just
Yes, I
remember,
know
it's
it's very
counterintuitive to
counterclockwise.
think it goes counterclockwise. Can't we just take this one? It's right here.
But that's what throws me off. It's funny, because when I'm at work and I try to explain, it's moving clockwise or counterclockwise, they get so confused.
Hey, at least you know what clockwise and counterclockwise even is. Most people of your generation have no context because clocks don't rotate.
Oh, and it gets better. One of the clocks we have is in Roman numerals.
Oh, that's the worst.
What bothers me about Roman numeral clocks is the 4 is always wrong.
You know why?
No.
It has to do with how they're casted.
It's
Because-
still aggravating.
Yes, I do not disagree with you. I'm just letting you know it has to do with how they cast. If they did it properly, they'd have to do an entirely different mold just for that V. But if they do it wrong, they can do it in just 3 molds or 3 castings of the same mold. Or is it 2? It balances where they can do it in the fewest number of castings.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. It still frustrates me. But that is
Fuel
why
level is
clocks
equal.
have a... I don't know why... Oh no, I did have to. But that is why clocks have the 4 wrong. And here we go.
And the refueling station should not be far. Which is good, because we're almost out of fuel. Yay, we have fuel. Now to get to the ship.
If we can.
True. I
And
do
we
find
still
it
run the risk
interesting that
of what happened last time where, oh, I was walking and then the piece I was on broke.
that would happen.
Yep. The piece I was traveling on broke and started to fall.
Sorry, I'm a little laggy.
Oh, ooh. It looks like I can't make it.
Trees detected. Yay, we made it! We're looking for the counterclockwise.
That's clockwise. And
Clockwise. Interesting. Ooh, there's some. No, there's the jellyfish.
Yep.
on this one.
Alright, I think that's because we're in the ship.
Hmm.
Alright, let me know if you see anything.
I'm looking.
I
It
also
looks like
don't.
there's stuff in the core, but we can't actually get into the
Well.
core. Can we? Oh wow.
Yes, I want to go out because I need to repair. I mean, to be fair, I'm kind of happy that that's all that happened. So we know we can't touch.
But it's
Crazy
interesting
part,
because the core is red.
and it's also interesting because I see coral right there, or something that looks like coral.
Yes.
A tree, perhaps?
Or a branch-like twig.
Yeah. But I wished I had some way of navigating because we're looking for that core of the launcher. But how to find it, I don't know. Doesn't say. Okay. Just for giggles, because this is something.
I wonder if we could send a probe into the thing. Oh, whoa. It can push the probe out.
By the way, the core's not red. That's what happens when something approaches the surface.
Interesting.
The jellyfish seem to be able to go in and out of it.
Which begs a question, but I don't want to chance that.
Yeah, no. Probe did not do well with the jellyfish.
It's just more we can't find them doing more research on it.
I feel like these things are significant, but I don't know how.
I don't know. I didn't see a component either in there. And by the looks of it, if a component of electronics did fall in, it would have been pushed out.
Oh, it's a jellyfish. I see.
Whoa.
Although, I have a suspicion, and we may have to try it.
Are we thinking the same thing?
Shut off the power and let ourselves sink below?
Yeah. Maybe. Doesn't look like we're moving. It looks like we're stagnant. We're approaching on it. What?
Okay, it's going red. It's going red. Although, maybe once we're through, we'll be able to repair. Nope.
It doesn't even let you through. The ocean is surprisingly calm beneath the current. Some sort of electrical field surrounds the planet's core. Most cyclones on Giant's Deep rotate clockwise. These are the cyclones the Nome used to send components into orbit. There also exists a rarer type. The new, more sensitive locator the Nome built in this observatory was unable to detect any trace of the eye signal. Based on their knowledge of the quantum moon, the Nome believed the eye was a distant orbit around the sun. The Nome decided to stop searching for the eye signal and instead...
I was wondering if you had heard that it was coming or not.
No, I can't hear it.
Yeah. I can't hear it either because we're watching it.
'Cause yeah, I heard it coming.
So we are not expected to go through the electrical field, though. So we need to investigate. It says one of the orbital probe cannon's third modules, the probe tracking module, is receiving data from the launched probe. Any Nome on board the probe tracking module would be the first to see the coordinates of the eye of the universe. The Nome computer reports the probe tracking module as missing. I saw the probe module through a Nome projection pole. It looks like the module is underwater. I could see purple electricity outside the viewport. Okay, so it has to be in the thing zone. If it's still a mystery, we have to find a way into the core. a wild suggestion, but I don't know if it's too out there.
I'm listening.
Is it possible it's just the electricity and not anything, like if we were to try it without the ship?
Yes, I was thinking the same thing.
Might have been a bad idea. Yeah, this is a bad idea.
Where's the ship?
It's nearby. I'm looking at the map. I'm like, it says it's nearby.
I wasn't seeing the, this is where the ship is. Alright, so not the best idea, but also not the worst idea.
Those jellyfish when they go in.
That's what I've been trying to do with the probe. safe.
Good to know. You see that too. Oh, that's a jellyfish. Huh. Oh wait, what was that? That's the island shard. Distress beacons. Deep space radio. Ottawa Adventures.
Oh. That is a curious question. Does this suck anything, any objects? Because what if it grabbed a landmass and threw it down?
That would be interesting.
had something about jellyfish before, because we found frozen jellyfish. I think you were right. It's just we were coming about it the wrong way. Nope. I think that's the answer. Is we need to basically let ourselves be infected. Should I try outside of the ship?
Or not? Okay.
Yeah, we needed to be outside of the
Cool.
outside of the ship for this.
So now that we are the jellyfish, we just wait.
Yep.
So I'm like, I think we need to be outside of the ship. And it's got something to do with jellyfish.
Now the big thing is how do we know what the jellyfish goes through?
I have no clue.
Well, I'm hearing a bunch of electricals, so maybe the jellyfish is going through. Yep, he's going through.
Go through. We are through. Ah, ship's log updated. We are in. We need light. Oh, there it is.
God, it seems like forever since we were in the jellyfish and the other place. It was frozen and all that. We went inside.
Trees detected. We have oxygen.
Alright. I'm more trying to decide gravity.
If we land, we should have gravity.
There we go.
Okie dokie. Receiving data from probe 9.318105. Visualizing current trajectory of probe 9318105. The heck?
Oh! Oh! That's clever!
Retrieving previous launch data from Ash Twin.
That's actually fucking clever.
Total number of probes launched, 9. Is those dashes?
Those are commas.
9.
9,318,105. So, they put the launcher in a time loop as well, and we recover the data for the time loop. It doesn't have to land on the first try. It has an infinite time loop that it can launch the same probe, and the distance it travels is calibrated to what they expect the distance of the eye to be. So that way, over the number of iterations, the one probe being launched is guaranteed to hit it. Because if the odds are 1 in a trillion and you have an infinite number of launches, you will hit it. That's actually clever.
Deep space anomaly matching all known criteria for the eye of the universe found by probe 9,318,054.
That's thinking fourth dimensionally.
Retrieving stored coordinates from Ash Twin. Displaying coordinates from the eye of the universe.
Now, if only we could make sense of it.
No. Get moved deck. I have exciting news. The Ash Twin project is almost prepared to receive the probe data from the orbital probe cannon. Rami is adding some finishing touches here, but she'll be finished soon. Are you and the orbital probe cannon well? We are. The statue here in the probe tracking module is ready to record each launch's flight trajectory and will automatically transmit all relevant data to you. On the other appendage, I'm now worried about this cannon's structural integrity and its crew's moral integrity. Once the probe determines the location of the eye of the universe, I'll send an alert directly to you and Rami. Imagine, the probe tracking module will be the first to know the coordinates of the eye of the universe. You'll be the first to see them. I am honored and terrified. You won't ask the orbital probe cannon to use so much power that it breaks, will you? Fret not, my nervous friend. We only need to fire the probe once anyway, so who minds if it compromises the orbital probe cannon's structural integrity slightly? I would mind, Mallow. I would mind because we won't be capable of receiving our probe's data if the probe tracking module is destroyed.
I feel like these are conversations that you and your brother would have.
100%.
The other side. And I don't think I needed to smack myself. Alright. Oh, not one of these again. It's gonna be a pain to get out of here. closer to it. Curious. Where is it? Where's the opening? 'Cause you know what I think this is?
A thing from Brittle Hollow.
Because each planet has one, they say. Alright, that's not going to be easy, so I don't see an exit there. Would have made life easier. Let's head towards the ship. Wait a second. Okay. Alright, now we are looking for a ride. I do wonder if we can just jump out.
I don't think we will, because it shows the electricity on the thing going both ways. Oh, we can get out, we just take damage. And somehow our ship is over there.
We got above the current. And, oh! I see what happened. It got zapped. Let me repair to the ship.
Alright. Refuel and fix you up.
Go!
Yay. The orbital probe cannon has launched millions of probes. The 9,318,54th probe located a deep space anomaly matching all known criteria for the eye of the universe. The statue in the probe tracking module automatically records each probe's trajectory and transmits the data to the Ash Twin project. I found Nome coordinates marking the location of the eye of the universe.
Is that the... Yep, that's everything going boom boom. Now the important question. We know the coordinates. How do we use those coordinates? Oh! Maybe I need to go back to the quantum loom and talk to the Nome.
Maybe. We also have more to explore on the interloper.
and the vessel.
Enemy survivor crashed on Brittle Hollow, climbed down the cliff to a shelter site below the surface.
There's more to explore in the Hanging City.
There's also more to investigate in the Hanging City.
Black
But the
Hole
Hanging
Pool.
City is hard to get to. By the time you get there, half the thing's already flooded. That's an interesting way to land the,
Yeah, I agree. That is interesting. Alright.
Oh! We've read this. Just there's more to investigate in this cave.
That's where we came from, correct?
I believe so. Almost like there's something behind the pillar. No? Now we find the probe.
a curious question. Probes have been able to write it.
Oh, we did move. No, we didn't. Did we?
We did not,
Hmm.
because that's still there. So no, we can't travel with it like the probe does.
Oh, this is different. There's another thing. So we did travel with it.
No. The ones we were seeing was the same ones because they were red. All right. Are you gonna read?
Colossus is missing. He vanished from the lake bed cove, the one at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole, several days ago, and we're unable to find any trace of him. I don't know how much air he had when he disappeared. I beg any friend reading this, help us recover Coleus. This rock is very familiar. Did you travel here, my sedimentary friend? Because your unique color and texture appears identical to a rock I met earlier. Wasn't this same rock fragment in the cave we found at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole? We plan to re-examine the northern lake bed cave. Maybe our friendly rock will meet us down there. An update. Melloray and I went back to the lake bed cave and observed this rock again. Sometimes it's there and sometimes it isn't. That means this rock wanders like the quantum moon does. Curious.
I think we did travel that time.
We just can't look at that thingy. Gotta look at nothing. And we're at that third location. Curious. This rock took me with it to a new location. I wonder why this happened. Curious, but also alarming. This new cave appears to lack an entrance or exit. Also, the rock that brought me here disappeared while I wasn't watching. The wandering rock has returned. Never before have I been so delighted to see his sedimentary specimen. I wonder if I myself became quantum briefly when the rock carried me here. This seems the clearest explanation. Hypothesis. If the rock can bring me here, it can also carry me out. My hypothesis was correct. I can travel on this rock as long as I am not observing my surroundings, meaning I must be in complete darkness. I'm going to bring my mentor here to see this. Melaray is here now too. We theorize when a conscious being is in contact with a quantum object and ceases to act as an observer, explaining the need for darkness, the being can become entangled with that quantum object and they move together. Friends, Coleus has discovered a new quantum rule. He has also promised me he'll never vanish again, even if he does learn something useful from it. We need oxygen. There's more to discover.
We have time.
Yeah. There it is.
Alright, I see nothing else in this cave. No other exit or entrance. So, it's not this spot. Interesting.
I wonder if maybe there's something underneath the rock when it arrives there? I don't know.
Nope.
The shot.
You notice I attempted it.
Because it almost looks like there could be, but... So this leads back out that way. That one
I'm wondering if there's more than 3
goes.
locations. This is where it'd be nice to have chalk. mark the ground going, this is location 1, this is location 2. So we've clearly been here, but what's down there? Alright, so cactus on the bottom left. There is more than 3. Okay, maybe there is only 3. I thought there was a cactus at the bottom left. Oh. Wait,
It's there.
but it wasn't there a moment ago. Alright. Where's the cactus?
So what's outside this then? Does this just lead to the outside?
This cactus seems to be moving.
This cactus seems to be moving. He proves the point by walking into said moving cactus.
Curious. Too late. If the cactuses are moving, does that mean that the cactus at the bottom of that pit moves? Wait, now it's saying quantum caves there isn't more than one.
It's below it under lake bed.
Yep. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to explore it anymore.
Valid. This is about the Black Hole Forge. Interesting. We lost gravity.
Well, we learned something new. 'Cause I didn't even realize I was upside down, and that's a place that I've seen. But yeah, next time we'll have to know that we're upside down.
So we don't launch ourselves off the gravity flap. You're seeing that too, right?
Yes, I saw it earlier. That's why I'm like, I think I found where we're supposed to go here.
Ah,
Oh.
woohoo!
Although, sad part is, maybe.
We don't gotta lock that. Friends in Timberhearth Mine, the last type of war. You're just like collecting data at this point. You forgot to take a plate with you. Increased solar activity detected. Increased volcanic activity detected. Location is now inhospitable.
Okay, we know this location.
Yes.
Alright.
Friends in Timberhearth Mine. You're like making sure I scanned everything. Last type of ore you sent us survives the longest indirect heat. Can you send us more of the same additional tests or attention to improve durability? Haha. At least we got all the data.
Yep.
Volcanic testing site. Ore samples from the Nome mines on Timberhearth were sent to this volcano for durability testing. The Nome were trying to craft a briefly supernova-proof shell to encase the Ash Twin project. Even the smallest crack or opening in the protective shell would destroy everything. The Nome mined ore from this site to craft a protective shell designed to physically seal off the central chamber inside Ash Twin. Once the shell was finished, the Nome checked to ensure there were no longer any physical entrances or cracks. The Nome discovered a species of four-eyed semi-aquatic life forms in the waterways near the mine. And yet, they can't breathe underwater. Chert detected a strange signal coming from the crater at Timberhearth's south pole. It's very similar to the signal emitted by the quantum moon. The Nome detected a quantum signal coming from somewhere on Timberhearth. It wasn't the quantum rock that we have? On its south pole. upstairs.
That was the driftwood. Navigator, I think we might be screwed.
Yeah, because the thingy. Oh my gosh. How did that fill up so quickly?
Because we're at the lowest point.
Well, I was right to just drop down. I just didn't think it would fill up that quickly. So that's the like that cave. The whole time. This is the side the quantum moon shows up on.
Towers have yet to appear. Or have they?
Hmm. Question becomes, which one was it? I don't think it was this one. Shit. Oh my gosh. It's landed.
I think I understand. So, where's the place that is supposed to be supernova safe?
It is the Ash Twin Project,
Yes.
which is on one of the Ash Twins.
And we were at a teleporter, and we got sucked up into the sand.
Yeah.
Which it will always asterisk. It will always have that sand column when it points at the other planet. What's the
Okay.
asterisk?
Except when that planet goes supernova. Then what?
When the sand runs out.
So we gotta wait for the sand to dry out.
That is my theory. Because each tower represents a location.
Yeah.
We all know which planet this is for.
That's not intimidating at all.
This represents the twins. Oh my god. Go ahead and do your Walter Frey comment, because yeah.
Did you know my mom got me a cookbook and in it has Frey pie?
Yes, I did know that one. Now, here's
But I'd
another
like to
question.
know.
So, there's the twins, and each one goes to... Where does this one go? Because if this one represents the planet we're on, then what is it linked to?
One of them... I don't know. That's actually a good question. Is it possible one of them linked up to the sun station? Or is that the big one in the middle?
Oh, it's not the sun station that this one's linked to. We're on Black Hole Gateway.
So this one brought us here.
Okay.
So did the other one bring us here as well?
And I think the other one takes us in.
So we gotta go back.
Yep.
And probably somewhat soon, because the sun is getting kinda dark and lumpy.
We got another about 15 minutes.
I know it's just starting to turn orange and then it goes lumpy.
But if I understand right, we just have to wait here until the orbit hits again.
I just don't think it will because, or we'll see. I'm just concerned because it's a white hole. Guess we're about to find out.
Alright, so it did not.
Because it's a white hole station.
Well, sometimes we do get it where it goes both ways.
Whee!
That one takes us to where we were.
The one with the crack roof one, I thought. Alright. We just gotta watch out for the sand. The sand shows up, we run. Sand!
How's that sand damaged us? Is this the one that we...
That ended up launching us into, Brittle Hollow? I think it was.
Alright, we gotta get moving anyway because we need to make it to, one with the trees. no.
Oh.
Please be the one we need it to be. It is. It is. It's been funny as we walk through it, it teleports.
Ew. Yeah, that would have been funny.
Do not like the sound. There's the twin. There's the nomad.
Yep. Make sure we go in the broken one. Or are they both broken?
No, this is the broken one.
Okay. Yep, broken one is the one we want.
Well, looks like that star is about to go boom boom, so this is the does it really have to wait till the last minute? Oh, so this is the last loop. After this loop, we will be calm.
Alright.
It's already past time. That is definitely an angry star.
Oh my gosh. That's gonna work. Make it work.
Well, we're gonna find out. Again, this will be there's the thing, and if this is literally you have to wait for the last second for it to work,
Nope.
and it does not work.
So it's gotta be something else then.
Yep. I mean, we kind of proven there it is, so. Well, thank you everybody for watching, and we will catch you